everyone, it's Shelly with Shelly's Creative Crafts. Welcome back. So I just finished this next journal here, and as you can see, it is very, very chunky, and it is a 3 signature, and I won't go into every little detail on the front, but it is a kind of dusty pink color, and then I did the paper flowers, and then just, you know, some decorations, lots of lace. And then I put a rusted safety pin, and then this one has the key that has the bling, and then some it looks like a little lock, and this is removable, so if you want to take that off, you can certainly do that. And then, of course, like I said, 3 signatures. And then I did do the back with some old vintage lace that I have, and I thought that turned out really pretty. And then, of course, the buttons that I was gifted. And then the closure is just a blush pink organza ribbon. And so we'll just dig right on in. And like I said, this is a really chunky one for 3 signatures. It's got a lot going on. So the front, obviously I always... pardon me, do the front pocket, the fabric pocket, and then I did a sweet little tag that says, "And the story begins," and then of course I had to embellish it, but it is plain on the front. And then this is a music page, obviously, that I made into a tag. And so those are the 2 things in the front, but of course anything can be tucked in there after the fact. And then did the pink scrapbooking paper that I have, and then I did do, I think, 6 sideways embellished paper clips in here. And then I found this real cute notepad, and it had the dress in it, so I thought that was really sweet, so I wanted to include that in there as well. And then of course you know, the paper clip can be moved around once that's used up. And then this one just says, "Dare to be remarkable." And then I did do the coffee dyed paper, the different size paper, and then some more scrapbooking paper that I have. And then this one does have a pocket on it, and I just put in some little note-taking cards in there. And let's get that back in there. There we go. And then, like I said, lots of distressed or coffee dyed paper with the little embellishments in the corner. And this right here, I just love this print. It's Fabri-Tac, and I didn't actually know what it was until I actually turned it over and saw the name. But I have this old ledger paper, and I didn't really like the top part, so I thought, oh, well, this would be really pretty to put some of this Fabri-Tac on and kind of dress it up, and I'll show you exactly what I did moving forward. So, you know, if you don't like a paper, you can definitely alter it or change it, you know, and make it kind of your own. And then, of course, this is some stationery, another another embellished paper clip here with a note card that's just ready to go, to be written on. And then this one just has a bead on the side. And then some really old lace, again, that I had. And then just some ribbon. And then this just says Paris on it. And this lace or ribbon, or I'm not sure, fabric, is super, super old. I'm sure you can see. And then I put some sari silk, and then some of those little brads that it's not a brad, it's actually like chipboard, but it looks like a brad. And then here I just did kind of a collage down in the bottom with the with the dress form, and then the you know, just some lace and some trim and that sort of thing. So that's the middle of the first signature. And then just a little bit of embellishments on the side. And then getting back to the end of the first signature here. And then, of course, I did do some sweet little embellishments down in the corner. I always like to do that, but obviously leave enough room for writing. So that's the end of the first signature. And then this one right here starts the second signature, and this is kind of a dual purpose pocket slash tuck. In here you have a little pocket, and then I put one of the little music sheet cards, so of course anything can go in there, and then you can also tuck things behind it. So I just put in some journaling cards, and then of course that can, you know, whatever you choose to put in there after the fact. And then pardon me, goodness, I've got stuff in my throat. I do apologize. And then this one right here, this is what I wanted to show you. So I didn't really like the paper, so to speak, and so what I did is I kind of embellished it, and I made a little tag holder, and of course these slide out, so you've got a really long one, and so then that just tucks back in there, and then you have another little tag right here. And I think I saw this on Tracy Fox's tutorial, and then this one is a small little tag. And then, so I just, backed it with some real pretty pink paper, and then put the tag holder there. And then I did make a, this has a little peace sign charm on it, and then I did make extras, one of each of the tags, so that you can replace those as they're used. So I thought that was kind of cute, and like I said, if you don't like a paper, you can certainly change it up just like that. And then did some coffee dyed paper, just a little bit of script stamping, just some more ribbon trim, and then another sideways embellished paper clip, and this one does have the little bling charm. And then I did do a plain tag, because I know like sometimes folks like to embellish their own things, and so I don't want to take all the creative leeway there. And this is the paper that I was talking about, so if you don't like the way this looks, you can certainly cover it up with scrapbooking paper, or pictures, or that sort of thing. So there's always a use, I think, for everything, which is why I make journals, because I can find a use for it in my journals. So here's some more. This is the middle of the second signature, another sweet little embellishment down in the corner. And then I made a tuck out of the book page, or a music page tag, and then just put in some little journaling paper and little cards. And then of course, like I said, anything can be tucked in there after the fact. And then it does have one of my really old vintage buttons that I was gifted, and then more paper. And then this is some real pretty old trim that I have, and then I just decorated it with some buttons. And then again, the script stamping with just a little butterfly up in the corner. And then this right here is a snippet, obviously, but it's with all old book pages. And I did decoupage it to make it, stiffer or sturdier, that sort of thing. And then I did put an embellished tag behind that, so that then anything can be tucked up in there later. And then some more of that graphing paper. And then this is the last signature here. And then just, scrap plain paper, lined paper. This is another one of the little paper clips. And it's got just a button, and then I did the flowers, the paper flowers, and then this just says genuine, one of a kind, and it just has a napkin decoupaged over it. And then more embellishments, little side embellishments, and then just some washi tape trim down here. That kind of matches the scrapbooking paper. And then this is some more of that Fabri-Tac, but I actually made a pocket out of it. So you've got your pocket here, and then a tuck behind here. So you can actually tuck things in there, and then store little treasures in the pocket there. And then more scrapbooking paper. And then getting to the back here, another, I think this is the last paper clip, I want to say. And then this one just has some trim on it. And then of course, I made one of the tags that have the wrapping paper and just some, embellishments and that sort of thing on it. And of course the ribbon, and then a little bit of trim or embellishment down here. And then this is another little tuck. And then I put in a Roll Distressed decoupaged tag, and then just another one of these little pre-made tags and that sort of thing, so that just kind of can tuck in there. And then getting back to the back here, just another little sweet embellishment down in the corner, and then some really old vintage, I guess it's not really lace, it's more like a crocheted applique. And then this just says I Heart Paris on there. And then the very back, I did do one of those that material that I found with the embroidery. I did make a pocket out of that, and then I put in, again, one of the kind of plain tags, and then 2 of the Prima journaling cards. So those are both blank on the back. And so this will be listed here shortly, as usual, in my Etsy shop. And I hope you're having a good Friday Eve, which is what I always like to think of Thursday as my Friday Eve. So I hope you're having a good week so far. And again, like I said, this will be listed here shortly. And I thank you for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.